Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Okay, today we are going to be doing something really fun. We are going to be looking at all my past fashion slash beauty looks all the way back to like 2006 or something. I don't even know. It's gonna be brutal because I've done a lot of things with my looks and most of them have not been good. So I picked out all these photos like a long ass time ago, so that would give me some time to like sort of forget what they are, so that when I see them, I get to relive the embarrassment all over again. Please join me on my journey going down memory lane and making fun of my ridiculous fashion sense. Okay. All right. First up, we have this me, exactly how I am now, except this was 2007, so 14 years ago, and a lot skinnier. But you know what? I was like skinny fat. Like there's no definition you can see. I've got no muscles. I'm literally just like a stick person. Even though I'm got a little bit of extra motion in the ocean right now, at least I've got more muscle. Okay. Anyway, so this is pretty basic. This is when I was 19. Wow. But, I mean, it's not that weird. But I hadn't really started discovering my style yet. Oh my god. This is when I lived with my sister, I believe. And I had a bright orange room. As you can see behind me, I was living in an absolute trash fest mess. I used to be like super messy, which if you know me, you'd be like, what? I'm like the most organized person in the whole wide world. But yeah, I used to be really messy, and yeah, you can see that behind me. But yeah, I look like a crack whore. So moving on. Oh, this was in 2008. This was when I went to go see Miyabi in California. It was my first time traveling alone. I flew on a plane by myself to California. I took a bus by myself. Once I got to California, LAX, and all the way to Disney land, where I was meeting up with other Miyabi fans who I'd never met before. And yeah, we waited in line all day. Had the concert, stayed in a hotel together, and left, I think, a couple days later. I don't remember exactly what else was on the trip, but I do remember Miyabi jumping into the crowd, and I caught him with those gloves, and I swore to never throw out those gloves. But wouldn't you know, I have no idea where those are. So they've got Miyabi's dried up sweat on them somewhere, floating in the multiverse. So you're welcome, multiverse. Oh, 2008. This was me going to my friend from middle school, Queenie's birthday. We were going to karaoke. Oh my goodness. What is this? I used to do this thing where I would wear like random ass skinny jeans and then a dress over top, as if it was a top. And it's like the most hideous dress. Why didn't I just wear a dress? I don't know. I mean, I've got the quintessential leather jacket. I always have a leather jacket. I love leather jackets. I've got some nice leather gloves. I've got horrible sunglasses. This was my TOP hair, which I'm sure we'll see later in greater detail. But this is horrible. But this is the Toronto subway system, which fond memories, and that is sarcasm. Public transportation was necessary, and it got me where I needed to go, and it's a very necessary thing, and I think the city should put more money into it to make it more easily accessible and comfortable for everyone who needs to use it. But now that I have my car, never going back. This is hair inspired from my favorite member of Big Bang, which is a Korean boy band. One of the OG boy bands, and if you only know who BTS and Blackpink are, and you don't know who Big Bang is, can we just say that you are not really a K-pop fan? you're just a K-pop pleb, okay? Anyways, so this is me being so obsessed with T.O.P. that I decided to get his haircut, which I absolutely loved this haircut. Do not get me wrong. This was one of my favorite haircuts that I've ever had. Yeah, oh, I used to go to this hair salon in Chinatown. I worked at the McDonald's near Chinatown at Queen and Spadina, so I found this hair salon. They didn't really speak any English, but I would just go in and show them a picture and they would just like, chef's kiss, they would do it perfectly every time. And yeah, they did my hair. I forget what the place was called. If I find it, I'll put it here. But anyways, and I'm also wearing a very T.O.P. inspired sweater with the collared shirt underneath. I don't know what those sunglasses are. They're horrible. This was also back when I was doing shaving my eyebrows completely off. Me and my stepsister Melinda used to do that all the time, and then I would draw them back on. I don't know why. And they were really skinny. This is 2009. But that jawline though, I don't know if I have that anymore. You know, I don't have that youthful jawline anymore. Okay, here's another example of me wearing super skinny pants with a dress or skirt over top. This is way better than the other one though. Okay, this was mine and my stepsister's first apartment together. It was a basement apartment on Main and Danforth. If you're a Toronto person, you know that that's sketch. There were a lot of silverfish in this apartment. We shared a room. We were extremely messy. We lived in, literally the floor was just like mess. Case in point, there's just like some random trash behind me on the floor there. But anyways, this is still my T.O.P. hair, but it was more brown. I added more brown colors into it. I had the like super short bangs, as you can see. I don't know, this look is kind of cool. I don't know where we were going, like a club or something. I don't remember. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, so I went through a Bhangra phase where I was like listening to Bhangra all the time, and one of the groups or artists that I listened to was a Toronto-based artist, which was a group of 3 guys. These 3 guys right here. I only remember the one in the middle's name, Baba Khan, because I remember running into him at a bar once, and he was with a young, hot woman who was not his girlfriend, apparently. And I was just like, whatever. Anyways, but, so skis, gross. Oh no, the one on the left is Sunny D. Oh, I don't remember. And the one on the right, which was my favorite, I don't remember his name, but it starts with an L. Anyways, so they were this group called Culture Shock, and me and my stepsister Melinda went to see them live. And this is the picture we took with them afterwards because we're celebrities, okay? This outfit is kind of cool. I was like super afraid of wearing skirts or dresses without tights underneath. I think because I'm tall, I thought like my butt was gonna come out. Whatever, who cares? But this is a high-waisted skirt with, oh my god, my panda shirt. I remember that. I don't know what the necklaces are doing, but I still have my blonde pixie cut. My makeup is pretty bad. It's like a ashy grayish blue with just like liner, and yeah, it's not that great. Overall, it's not that bad of a look. The bracelets though, I don't know what's happening there. All right, 2009, this is me when I wanted to get designs in the side of my head. So I wanted really short and then designs in the side of my head with a faux hawk or like whatever, a mohawk. So I called a place and I said, do you have people who are experienced with doing designs in like buzzed hair? And they were like, yeah, we do. So I was like, okay, book me. I'm gonna get something done. I go in and I show them the picture. It's a pretty simple design. I think it was just like a couple like swirls and whatever. It was pretty simple. So the guy starts, he buzzes the sides to the length that I want, and then he starts to do the designs. And the whole time he's doing it, he's like sweating buckets, like literally sweating buckets. And I can tell that inside he's like the most nervous he's ever been in his life. And the designs are like completely lopsided. They're not right at all. It looks horrible. And so I said, don't worry about it. Just shave the sides. You can just shave them. It's fine. And he was like so thankful. He was like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. And blah, 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 blah. And I was like, you know what? It'll grow back. It's fine. So he just shaved the sides. And I had pretty much a shaved head for a little bit. This is me with the shaved head again. I just would like to showcase that I was obsessed with Fireball whiskey. It was my drink of choice. I don't know why, because I hate cinnamon hearts. But now I cannot even smell Fireball whiskey without becoming nauseous. Oh, I also had snake bites, as you can see. I had these two. The piercings here. But I remember I would sit, and when I was watching TV or whatever, I would just like chew on them. And I started to think this is going to mess with my teeth in the long run, so I took them out. I still have like very faint little holes there. Next up, 2010. This was when my hair was starting to grow back, and I tried to bleach it myself at home, which is always a no-no. So it was orange, and you know what? I'm just going to be a matchstick, and I'm just going to have orange hair. So I had orange hair for a while. My quintessential leather jacket, my quintessential horrible chunky necklace. I don't even own a chunky necklace anymore, but that was apparently my thing back then. I'm wearing like khakis for some reason. The shirt I'm wearing under that jacket, I actually still have. I think I was wearing it in my last video. It was the black sweater with the diamonds. I was going through kind of like a anarchist post-apocalyptic phase. I was really into the game Borderlands, still am, love Borderlands, but like I just wanted like the world to end, and I wanted to live in a desert and like barter for things and like defend my land. And I wanted to like paint shit all over my skin and just be like from Mad Max. That was like my whole deal in 2010. All right, next up, we're going to 2011. I was still in my post-apocalyptic anarchy stage. I do remember these necklaces and I love them. One of them is like a chain harness. The other one is like a bone, and then the third one is like a little gold robot. I love the industrial kind of look for jewelry, and I think this is where I started to come into my own. I had a really cool industrial bracelet, which I lost in this house, and I have not found it to this day. Okay, this was, I'm still in my anarchy phase, as you can see, and you know what? I still like stuff like this. I like ripped jeans, I like ripped shirts, I like harnesses, I like bone type necklaces, stuff like that. Sunglasses were getting a little better, but the real thing that I want to talk about in this picture was this was an apartment that I lived in for literally a week and a half. The guy who was like subletting out the rooms was there still for some reason. I thought he would only be there for like a day or two, but he was there the whole time, and he was like sleeping in the broom closet.
That's so upsetting.
So that was creepy and weird. The people I lived with would not keep the door closed, and I have 2 cats, and I told them, please keep the door closed because I have 2 cats, and I came home one day and the back door was just wide open.
Oops.
Kalani was inside still, which is surprising because he's the one who's always trying to escape now, but I'm sure he went out at some point and came back. But Ripley was nowhere to be found, and then I kept like waking up and checking to see if the food was eaten or anything. And I opened the door and he was there eating it. So I'm glad I got my Ripley back. And also, the people staying there were vegans. And I remember one time, which no shade to vegans, whatever. I wanted to use mayo and I didn't have mayo, and there was a mayo in the fridge. And I asked one of them before I knew that they were vegans, oh, is this yours? Can I use this? And they were like, that's disgusting. That's obviously not ours. We're vegans. And I was like, okay, I had no idea about this. Like, I haven't even lived here for like 4 days. It was just really awkward and weird. There's a man living in the closet who was clearly a drug addict, and the people there were just like weird and horrible, and they let my cat out, and I would have died if I lost Ripley, and it was just horrible, so I moved out after a week and a half. Next up is 2011. This was, I remember going out to a club with my good friend Ashley. She was also my roommate. I was roommating with a woman named Ashley and a man named Aaron. Aaron, I remember, was always playing StarCraft in his room. He was a real estate agent also. Ashley was a waitress. Me and Ashley became really close. We would go out all the time. This is one of my outfits. It's like a red tube top with a tank top over top that I decided to tie into overalls, and my chain harness necklace. I don't know, guys. I had the weirdest sense of style back in the day. Like, I was just like, you know what? I don't like this tank top like this. I want to show more of the top, so I'm just gonna like tie it like a weirdo. Next up, this is me at, oh, my good friend Tamisha and Marjorie's house. They are cousins and they used to live together, and we became really close when I was working at Swiss Chalet. This was one of my Swiss Chalet co-workers, and yeah, I'm finally wearing a skirt without pants underneath, so congrats to me. I had red hair. Yep. Oh, I'm including this picture because for some reason I had a big ass crush on the guy in the leather jacket. He was like half my size. Do you ever like think about old crushes you had and you're like, why? All right, this is me at my Opus house. I love this picture because it's me with Shiva, my Opa's German Shepherd, who I created and established a really good bond with. She was very, very hyper. She was a jumper and she would constantly be wanting to like bite your hands, not in an aggressive way. It's like mouthing, and like if you're surprised by it or caught off guard, it might hurt, but it's honestly just like sort of like this with a little bit of like sharpness to it, but it never like broke my skin or anything. A lot of people were scared of her, but I loved her so much, and we would go on like hour-long walks and see the horses and the cows because he lives up in the country. I loved her so much. She got ill and had to be put down, and I miss her so much. Such a beautiful girl. But this was me when I was phasing out of my rebellious fashion, I believe. I feel like I was mellowing out. I was starting to mellow out at this point. But that's my favorite leather jacket I've ever owned. I still have it, but I can't wear it because it's all ripped and weathered and whatnot, but I feel like I'll never get rid of it. I love it so much. This is 2012 when I went with my friend Marjorie to Niagara Falls for her birthday. This is one of my favorite dresses ever in Niagara Falls. We went to a club / casino. This was the dress I wore, and I just remember feeling like Marilyn Monroe and looking really cute. This was what I wore for the bachelorette party. I still have those yellow pumps. They're downstairs hanging on a rack. Those were extensions. My hair was not that long at this point. Okay, this is 2012. I'm really starting to kind of find my style now. I've got blonde shoulder length hair. Just starting to wear a lot of jeans with my leather jacket. That was my deal with booties or combat boots. I started to really figure out my makeup more. I was starting to get good at eyeliner, and here I'm wearing a cool purple colored lipstick. Yeah, 2013, I dyed my hair brown. It was like shoulder length brown with lots of highlights. This is just another classic outfit of mine with a leather jacket, casual shirts, statement necklace, usually in gold or silver. I like this. I remember these days. This was me at a club with Ashley. I still have this bodysuit. It's like a sheer mesh bodysuit with like skeleton hands covering the tatas. High-waisted shorts. This is my brown bob hair. Yeah, I like this phase of my life. I don't have anything bad to say about it. This is 2013, my birthday outfit. Of course, leather jacket, a bralette with spikes on it. Apparently I wore that necklace to everything because there it is again. My brown hair and tights. Yep. Okay, these are two of the women I met online in a live journal community. I don't know if you remember what live journal is, but it was a live journal community for women who wanted to get real deep with each other, really get to know each other, have a support system, have a safe place to come and talk. And yeah, we all decided to meet up in Seattle and do like a little get together. We stayed at a beach house and it was really fun. Me on the side with my leather jacket. I'm never too far away from a leather jacket. This is me and Brianna. I love my necklaces here. Very bohemian, very outdoorsy. I still love necklaces like that to this day. All right, 2013. This is when I went to live in Australia with my sister. I was supposed to stay there for a year, but I only stayed there for 8 months. Too damn hot. Couldn't take the heat. So I got out of the kitchen. But here I am again. This time I actually had to wear tights under the dress because the dress was too short. Which I don't mind it too much. They were like glitter silver leggings with a white dress. It's hard out here for tall girls to find dresses because you don't want to wear a long dress. Midi dresses are good, I like them. But if you want a mini dress, they don't build them. They don't build them for tall people, you know? So yeah. Me and my sister in Australia, I started to be doing a lot better with my makeup. This outfit, I remember I took my sister to a K-pop themed club where they just played Korean hip-hop, Korean pop, Korean rap all night, and it was super, super, super fun. She's not a huge fan of K-pop, but she still found it really fun. This is just a classic high-waisted skirt with a crop top, leggings. It would have been better without the zebra leggings for sure, but I had like a weird thing where I felt like I was always needing to wear leggings. All right, 2014, I decided to dye my hair black again. I don't know what I was thinking. It's so difficult to go from black back to like a natural color or back to blonde, so the makeup's pretty good. I hadn't started learning how to do eyebrows yet, so they were always just natural. And I kind of miss that. I kind of miss natural brows, you know? Now I don't even feel complete. My look doesn't feel complete unless I do brows. But I kind of miss like just having natural ones, you know? 2015, I shaved the underside of my hair. So if I parted down the middle, it would just look like a regular bob. But if you like lift it up or put it all to one side, it was shaved, which I really like that. My quintessential leather jacket again. Looking like a badass, honestly. Those are magnetic earrings because I don't think I'll ever pierce my ears again, but I kind of miss having earrings. So I need them to make more magnetic earrings. So you put like one piece here and then the back piece is like a magnet and it holds it. It's really cool. There you can see the undershave better. Okay, this was 2016. I wanted to dye it like all blue gray, but it was difficult to lift the ends, so we did this like blue to green ombre. It looked like a river, and I really liked it. It didn't last very long because I did this right before I went on a trip, and then I was in the sun and the ocean all the time, so it just like stripped the color right out. But yeah, this was a fun look too. So this is my favorite look I've ever had. It's my favorite hair color on me. It's basically white. It's a long bob, so a lob. I love it so much. I want my white hair back. Oh, it's so beautiful. I've let my roots grow out ever since then. The blonde at the bottom is the remnants from the white hair, which has turned yellow, but the rest of it is my natural and it's my roots. That's how much they've grown out. So yeah, that is it for all of my looks. I hope you enjoyed that. I hope you enjoyed going down memory lane with me. I thought it was really fun. I would love to hear about your fashion faux pas, your cringe moments, or things you wish you still did now that you used to do. And yeah, let me know in the comments below. Please give this video a like if you enjoyed it. It really helps me a lot. And until next time, I will see you when I see you. Okay, bye!